So let's take a look at number 7 now. Number 7 is quite a lot like number 6. Just going to use the same way of working. So, as always, I'm just going to put down my wee equation here, V1 equals V2 times C2 over C1. Okay, now we're going to look at the question, take the question apart, analyse the question, and then extract these data. Okay, so the new drug is drug Z. It's 1, drug Z is at 1 millimole concentration. Okay, we're asked to dilute this and test the range of concentrations of the drug on cells which are already been seeded on a 96 well plate. Okay, so the plates are, or the wells are 200, and there's already 100 there. Okay, there's 100 cells, and we're going to add in another 100 microliters. So there's going to be a dilution there. Okay, so we're going to have to note that. It's going to be diluted. Okay, so the concentrations we're looking at are 200 micromoles, 100 micromoles, 50 micromoles, 10 micromoles, and 1 micromole. Okay, so we know that these three, it says in the question that we're going to be able to make these three out of the stock solution. The stock solution is 1 millimole, but we're going to need a different stock solution for this. Okay, now we can make that stock solution. I'm suggesting we make that stock solution out of something like 100 micromoles. Okay, that's our stock solution for that. Just decide. Okay, so let's run through our equations. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is 200 micromoles. Okay, so let's put our equation. V1 equals V2 times C2 over C1. Okay, the volume of our desired solution is going to be 100. Okay, 100 microliters. And C2 is a concentration of our final solution. Now we want that concentration to be 200 micromoles. But remember, we're diluting it by a half, aren't we? We've already got 100 in there. We're going to put another 100 in, so it's going to get diluted. So to achieve that concentration, we're going to have 400 micromoles here. And then we're going to, and C1 is a concentration of stock. So our stock is 1 millimole, but we're working in micromoles here, so we need to convert that. So that's going to be 1,000 micromoles. Okay, when we do that little sum, we end up with 40 microliters. The volume that we want okay, that we're going to have to make up is 40 microliters. So we're going to have 40 microliters of Z plus 60 microliters of medium. That brings it up to 100. Okay, and we want 6 of those. So it's going to be 6 times 40 and 6 times 60. Okay, so that's 240 microliters and 360 microliters. I'm off the bottom of the screen here. Okay, that's Z, and that's going to be medium. So that's our first one at 200. Okay, let's do the next one now. That's going to be at 100 micromoles. So again, it's the same equation. Okay, V1 equals V2 times C2 over C1. Okay, let's just start banging these numbers in. The volume of our final solution, or the desired solution, is going to be 100, and C2, which is the concentration of our desired solution, that's 100. But we're going to have to multiply by 2 because it's going to be diluted. So it's going to be 200, and we're going to, and C1 is our concentration. Concentration is 1 millimole, but we're going to make that into micromoles, so it's going to be 1,000 micromoles. So when we run through all of that, okay, that comes out at 20 microliters. So it's going to be 20 microliters drug Z and 80 microliters of medium. Times that by 6, times that by 6. Going to need 6 of them. Okay. Well, we can keep on going like this. And the next one's 50 micromoles. So we can run through the entire calculation as before, but 50 micromoles is half of 100 micromoles. 100 micromoles, we needed 20 microliters, so 50 is going to be 10 microliters plus 90 microliters of medium, and that's going to be in the whole lot times 6. Okay, so we're going to need 60 microliters of drug. Okay, and 540 microliters of medium. Okay, so that's those 3 done. Right, let's look at the last one. Okay, so these 2 are really small concentrations, and it's going to be pipetting errors simply because we're working with such smaller volumes. And you know that the error increases when the volume decreases. So what we're just going to do is make a different stock solution. So we can make the stock solution very easily. And we just calculated how we're going to do it up here. So we've got some of the stock solution, and we're going to make these. So let's put again V1 equals V2 times C2 over C1. Okay. Now what we're wanting here is we want 10 micromoles. Okay, so the volume of our desired solution is 100. We want 10 micromoles, but remember it's going to be diluted by 2, so that's going to be 20. And we're going to divide that by this 100 micromoles. Okay, so 100 times 20 divided by 100 gives us 20 microliters, okay, of drug Z plus 80 microliters of medium. Okay, and the whole lot's going to be times 6. Okay, so that's going to be 120 microliters and 480 microliters. That's at 10. Okay, now the last one we're going to do is at 1. Well, we can run through the whole thing again, or we can just divide this by 10. Okay, so 1 microliter. Okay, the last one was 20, so that's going to be 2 microliters of drug Z. Okay, and 98 microliters of medium, and times that by 6, and times that by 6. So that's going to be equals 12 microliters of that, and this is going to equal 500 and I should count on this. 188 microliters. Okay, that's that one done.